Imagine you've made plans to go for a walk with your friends next weekend. You check the weather app, and it's going to be sunny all day. But you check it again closer to the time, and it's going to rain a lot. So naturally, you have to cancel. I'm sure many of you have had an experience like this before. But why can't the weather app predict the weather days in advance? In truth, the weather is just so damn complicated. And normal computers struggle to process the amount of information needed to predict it that far in advance. But fear not, there is a solution. A special type of computer might be able to solve the problem. But these aren't just any old computers. These are quantum computers. But are these computers powerful enough to change the world? Let me start by asking you, who has a computer at home? I know I do. Does anybody have a quantum computer at home? No one? Well, I probably shouldn't be surprised, considering you can't actually buy one for any amount of money. So not even Elon Musk, the richest man on earth, could get his hands on one. Although, within the next 10 years, we might be able to buy one for upwards of £25 million. But what makes them worth that much money? And how are they any different from the phones in your pockets or your computers at home? To understand a quantum computer, first you need to understand a regular one. Normal computers use long strings of zeros and ones, which is called binary. And they use this to store information. Each 0 or 1 is called a bit, and they can be thought of like light bulbs. They're either on or off, 1 or 0. If we have 8 light bulbs, we have 256 different combinations of light bulbs on and off. But that's where quantum computers have a fundamental difference. Instead of each light bulb being on or off, each light bulb is on and off. Imagine that. A light bulb is on and off at the same time. But we can't comprehend it. But it basically means that the quantum computer has access to all the scenarios at the same time, rather than having to go through each one individually like a normal computer does. This makes it infinitely faster than a regular computer. And although 256 possibilities doesn't sound like a lot, this increases exponentially, as with each bit, the amount of scenarios doubles. And one of the largest quantum computers currently made has 50 bits, which is 1.1 quadrillion possible scenarios at the same time. These quantum computers are going to change our lives because these computers are powerful enough to change the world. Thank you for listening.
Brilliant. Well done, well done, well done. So quantum computers, judges. Jo, did you have a question for Digby?
Yes, I was only talking about the quantum apocalypse on my podcast this week. So that's scary, isn't it? But why did you pick quantum computers? It's a big topic, isn't it, to cover?
Well, I actually remember telling my friends about this, and I kind of just had a thought. I remembered just hearing about it, and I was like, I'm kind of a computer nerd, and I was like, those sound really cool. I was like, I want to do quantum computers, and at this point, I had no idea how they worked, what they were, and I told my friends, and they just kind of looked at me like, huh? So here we are.
Well done. Thank you very much.
I wondered what was the most interesting fact or piece of information that you discovered in the course of your research on the topic?
Well, it was that quantum computers use really small particles, and it's when they look at that particle, it basically chooses what it wants to be, and that's how they have all the scenarios, which is it's really confusing. And that's how the light bulb is on and off, which is you can't even imagine it.
Awesome, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, judges, and thank you, Digby.